Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, and Faurot Field, named for the father of the split T, where the Missouri Tiger fans are hoping that they put together a big W. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Razorbacks will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Lawrence. Delivers the contact. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. First down here for the offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Quarterback checking the play. Back to pass. It's Horn. It's complete to the left. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. They're going to run it to the right. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. The run to the right. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Gonna run it. It's Roberts. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They'll test the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He makes the connection. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He makes a grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. To the air, it's Horn. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Hey, man. Here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field, they get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the extra point is good. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Can't meet the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on the...
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Touch pass on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Quickly complete. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quarterback will audible. Back to throw. It's Horn. Fires to the wideout. Usually see better timing between this senior quarterback and his receivers. That one well behind him. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he added the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Set to kick off. He'll bring it out. It's Lawrence. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big...
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Trying to take it back.
Honestly, don't
and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're at defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Got his man quickly. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you've got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Coming out with it, it's Lawrence. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the 1st down himself.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Turns it on at midfield. Can anyone catch him? He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. They go to the ground. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's James. Jumped on top of the pile.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down.
I ain't want to switch over.
Yeah,
Some bullshit might have.
Play down the field, and we like throwing those jump
I
balls
was
up
not
to
going
my
to skip over that
receiver.
shit.
Receiver
Some
makes the
bullshit might
play
have.
and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, the ball's out on the offense very fortunate to crawl on that football.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. You got to take care of the football, big fella.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Scanning the field, it's Horn. Oh, he wants it all.
Whoa, these dudes are.
Incomplete. That would have been a huge.
I'm used to this shit, bro. So used to this fucking shit.
In the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. This time he's got it. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Roberts. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
Okay, bro. Like, some people just don't know your player, bro. I've been had this same quarterback for 2 years, bro. Some people just don't know your player, bro. Literally, let it be Archie Manning. Then people be like, ah, yeah, Archie Manning's bad. But if it's me,
out of the gun, the inside kid.
triple sword.
He's there to make the stop.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Horn. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down.
Lead the pass! You got to lead the pass!
That is just a gut punch.
Well, what about to cut that ball?
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Shotgun snap on third down. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
It's not always the sacks on the quarterback, right? You just want to affect him. You want to get to his legs. And if you can smash him, even better. Hit him in the face, make that ball float up in the air, creates the turnover, creates the big play, momentum shift for the defense.
Defensive back spread all over the field trying to take away the pass. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Defense going to call a timeout here and give the kicker a little something to think about. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Send that offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Bringing it back, it's Lawrence. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes.
Man, this is bad, yo. I got receiver missing a lot. Like, we bound to lose this shit.
They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Horn. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's brought... before they pick up the big first down.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles.
You're well,
he helps his
the foul drop don't even matter, bro. You good, bro. You seen my off.
They think there's room to run to the right here.
Literally, you seen my off.
Jukes his way from all.
So it don't even matter.
And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Going to the running game. Smacks it with the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. The Razorbacks are on the move. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They take the lead with the 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go.
Trying to get serious, bro. The wasting time.
Fielded in the end zone. It's
racist mental, bro. Not gonna get serious over this shit.
Down at the 12-yard
Might as well just cool.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Literally, bro. Not
racing, down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To throw, it's Horn. They get to him as he throws. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Sategna. And the defense drags him down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
The give to the tailback. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Pressure coming. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So Missouri will have to punt it. A little trickeration, looking to throw. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Missouri, 17.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The run to the left. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Arkansas 34, Missouri 17.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for a Missouri first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes a handoff. It's Roberts. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Horn. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He'll do it himself. Makes his man miss. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Find out, flanked him on the jet sweep. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
We know this quarterback has a ton of speed, and they were able to have success on that jet sweep play. Maybe down the road you might see the quarterback pull the football, keep it himself, and really keep this defense on their heels.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Shows him the stiff arm. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. They'll ride the hot hand. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense set for a 1st down play. The snap sets up to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
This one away.